Don't worry, I got it. You didn't get it. Because you can lose in 1 second.
What's after with him saying that I'm Hasid?
So said, I'm Be'emet Hasid. Be'emet, in front of Hashem, I'm a Hasid. But I cannot trust myself thinking I am a Hasid and risk my Kedusha. A person right now surfs in the internet without filter. In a second, he can lose all the Kedusha he achieved for the last 10 years. In a second.
With David Amelech and Bathsheba, did her husband give her a conditional gift? We're just reading today. I couldn't clearly understand that. Or it was the case where he has to come back, or he doesn't come back, then it becomes the gift official.
That's what it is. Condition, if I will not come back, it's condition. If I will not come back, you're divorced. So because people...
How did he then was with her when he was still alive?
So because after he died, retroactively at that date, she's divorced already. So the day following it, she was a single lady. She was not married. ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו.
It's not ga'ava to say I'm Hasid.
I told you, this is, he asked me about Rabbi Nachman. How did Rabbi Nachman said a song about himself that I won the Yetzer Hara? I won him, that's it. יבוא פריזיר. ניצחתי ואנצח, גמרתי ואגמור, אני נער המטהר את כל הכתמים. I'm a river that purifies all stains in the world. That's what he said about himself, Rabbi Nachman. Yes, how could it be? I told him, David HaMelech already was preceding him. This is a different level. Whenever you're above your Yetzer Hara, it's not Ga'ava already. When you say good things about you, what happens to you right away? David HaMelech says, Hashem, when I was low life and when I was a king, lo gavari libi, lo ramu einai, my heart did not get thick, a little bit.
Oh, he was a king, come on. A
little bit.
Has to be a little bit.
From a low life mamzer that wanted to kill me all my life, I became a king of Israel.
But that sounds like somebody depressed in our days.
Here, I didn't feel גאווה a bit, не поднялась у меня. Тора пишет это, Тора, רבותיי, это все, что там Бог поставит.
In our days, you would think the person is wrong with the person.
They considered him ממזר. מוזר הייתי לחי ונוכרי לבני אמי.
They considered him, but he was not.
Right. Okay, so today, רבותיי, is Thursday. We have to review and give you quick things on the parasha. And then Rabbi Hanania is looking for parking.
Chulent is missing. Chulent.
Oh, Eliyahu next week bringing chulent. Eliyahu, Bizchot Eliyahu, Anavi
I remembered high school days. We used to have challenge.
Eliyahu, Bizchot Eliyahu, Anavi Abdecha.
Amen.
Mesho. אבל chulent biora.
Oh, today I was at a breed. They named him David. Whoever is David here. Well, Rav said there was a sign, no?
I don't know that. I don't know.
You said if you find out, David, you said if you find out, it's a good sign for that person.
Very good at you. Okay. Eliyahu, put this in my blue bag before I forget it, please. Let's continue. Bechor, today is quiz days, you know that.
Сегодня вы должны говорить отношения. Постельные движения должны быть.
Бechor. Сначала картошка, потом морковка.
Can you teach me those code words? I don't understand. После часов. By the way, Rav Mizrahi dedicated his last class in Queens over here to your brother-in-law. He said, Yoel Yaakov Zeh ben Avraham Avinu.
May a non-Jew cook for a child on Shabbat? Bechor, ответ. Can Goy cook, turn on the fire? Или только на плату ему можно?
Fire.
Can he turn on a fire or put it on the plata?
Both.
Why both?
Потому что и там зажигание, и тут зажигание. Какая разница?
Both deoraita.
Yes.
Very good. The right terminology, Bechor. Kartoshka terminology, you know. Deoraita the Rabbanan terminology, how much worse you gotta know?
Картошка сырая, шаколь.
Saraya don't say shakol. You don't eat it. It's not tasty,
Ну, я
вообще.
говорю, если какой-то девоне захочет сказать,
Дебона браха не говори. Is one allowed to eat food that is rabbinically forbidden for sake of healing, not critical situation?
Yes.
What we said? We said no, kol hakavod. We said if chicken was cooked with milk, can you let a sick person eat it in order to heal himself?
If it's not critical, no.
Not
Because
critical.
the chefetz is asur.
No.
Why? Very good, Eliyahu.
And-
Remember?
and the
If so,
lamb-
a question. An apple falls on Shabbat by the wind.
Шаббат пройдет, она уже не мукса.
Can the child or somebody else sick eat that apple on Shabbat or no?
If they're critically ill.
No critical, close the book, no rules. Dump the whole library.
Yes, allowed.
There is no rules
Allowed.
when it's critical. We're
Allowed.
talking when it's not critical.
Яблоко нельзя.
Allowed because after Shabbat you're allowed to eat it.
Hold on, this yablaka on Shabbat is apple on Shabbat. Muktzeh or no?
It's muktzah, yeah.
Who said lozo muktzeh? Doraita or Rabbanan?
Rabbanan.
Rabbanan. So this is also like chicken and milk or no?
No.
Why not?
The chicken meat will always be non-kosher, and this is after Shabbat is going to be kosher.
Very good. So this is because the time restricted it. The item itself is not restricted. It's an apple. Very good. David, you came to in the middle of the quiz.
So meaning the apple would be allowed and
It's already 10 points off. You know that.
chicken and
To somebody sick.
Chicken meat and everything.
A chicken and milk.
Somebody sick.
Okay, you can still pass. Don't worry. Just make sure you give the right
After
answer.
Shabbat you're not allowed to eat it.
Somebody sick, который אין לו סכנה.
אין לו סכנה. No סכנה.
יש סכנה עם דוקטור מאפשר.
סכנה, רבותיי. There is no rules.
There's no rules for that.
Take this entire library from the beginning till the end. Dump it. Don't need it. Whenever there is sakana. Whenever there is danger.
So you talk about no סכנה.
Right.
There is-
All discussions are always without sakana. It's just
Хрюшку принесут.
not critical stick.
Нахуй.
Question number 3. Bechor, is it possible to feed minor muktzeh?
Кто это?
Bacha.
А.
Yeah, like apple we said, no?
Huh?
Like apple because he's
כאשר
considered sick.
זה חולה הוא
He's
עושה, לא?
considered sick at 9 years old.
Oh. Till what age a baby child is sick?
9 we said, no? Oh, there's two opinions. One says 9, one says 13.
Yeah, tell me names.
That's the right one.
Abed Shalom Bashaul said up to 13 years old.
Yeah.
Rabbi Ovadia Yosef says
9. Yeah.
9 years old. That's the bottom line. How do we go by?
Ovadia.
9. Why it's important to know Rabbi On Ben Sion Abba Shaul? Opinion?
Somebody to rely on.
Because if there is other sfekot or impressing situations,
Don't scream at them.
we'll have whom
To rely on.
to rely on.
This is in what again?
Bechor, can a Jew break Shabbat by violating a rabbinical prohibition in a regular manner for treating a person that is not critical sick?
No, we said.
Isur de Rabbanan.
We said no.
Example: the sick guy, not critical, needs nebulizer,
Что это?
אינגלציה.
ingalation.
We have to do it with shinui.
Ingalation on Shabbat, restricted by Torah or the Rabbanan.
Rabbanan.
Why?
Gas chemical.
It's not hidden element.
Well, what do you mean? But how is it evaporating?
It's not a hidden. Not
But how is it evaporating?
Wow, well, you would think it's what? What would you think it is?
At the beginning, I thought that this thing is steam because of heat.
No,
it's not.
Atomic chemicals, это который...
My wife told me no, there is nothing there, no heat there.
Pressure, it's pressure.
It's a special chemical.
Chemical, yeah,
It's a
pressure,
chemical.
same thing.
So, to turn on electricity that does not get hot, restricted by Torah or the Rabbanan?
Rabbanan.
Oh. Can I turn on the Rabbanan violation? I'm going to Yehudi. Do the Rabbanan violation for sake of not critical sick or no?
Yes.
Regularly
No.
or abnormal?
Abnormal.
You try
First you have to do abnormal. If it doesn't work, then you can do normally.
Very good.
Wait,
Kol hakavod.
how about turning it off, Rabbi?
Same thing. If you need it for his benefit, if you're gonna leave the nebulizer on after you finish the treatment, It's gonna burn out. How you gonna?
Is he gonna die if he doesn't do it on Shabbat?
No, we're not talking death. Not talking death.
Can't use it, no?
So that because we're not talking death, you are allowed to violate the Rabbanan violation.
I don't know, Rabbi.
I know. It's written in front of me. But bring Chazon Ovadia. You read Hebrew? I'll read show it to you in Hebrew. Chazon Ovadia, volume 3, page 171. You open it, you see inside. That Isur de Rabbanan, Beshinun, abnormally, with the elbow, with the back of the hand to turn it on,
Feet,
whatever it is, to treat Chole She'en Bo Sakana, allowed. Bechor, you tried with your elbow, doesn't go.
Training him?
What do you do?
That means I could turn on the light then.
For a not critical sick?
I could turn on the light for my grandfather.
Why the
You can't
grandfather?
Sleep, you can't sleep without the light on.
Okay.
And the light is off on Shabbat.
Okay.
I could turn it on with my elbow.
Which light are you talking
In
about?
this bedroom.
Which light are you talking about?
Is it LED or is it
yellow light or
fire
LED?
light?
The old one, the old style? Gets hot?
He's talking about grandfather. Maybe it's the old lamp. Who knows?
Old lamp.
Old lamp, though, right?
You're right.
Right,
Because
that's
it's fire.
right.
LED you're allowed to turn on.
LED is the Rabbanan. It doesn't get hot. Something that doesn't get hot
Shinu.
only restricted the Rabbanan.
Fluorescent also, not fluorescent.
Got it? That's the indicator. To turn on a plata, Bechor, can you turn on a plata for the sick guy or no?
No.
You, not Goy. You.
Critically sick?
No critical.
No, it's your right.
Why?
You're right.
Because his plata is make it hot.
Good.
Not
לא תמיד, הרב, לא תמיד. לא תמיד.
So not allowed.
He's saying not Rabbanan, so it's your right.
Depends. If it's on below less than medium, it's not going to be hot like that.
True. We're talking about regular platas. Most people's plata get hot, scalding hot. So to turn on a scalding hot plata by a Jew for chole she'en bo sakana, no danger, not allowed. But to turn on the Rabbanan electricity, if there is no sakana, allowed to.
Bashinu.
Abnormal.
For what purpose?
Hmm?
You turn it on.
I gave you example. For example, nebulizer. He needs to for his breathing.
That's what
To
happened
be
to
able
me
to breathe
when
better.
I was sick.
Yeah, but that's
My wife
somebody
was
who
doing
can choke.
Yeah.
That's somebody who can choke. No?
So it's critical. You want to say?
Yeah, they need nebulizers.
So how much more so it's allowed?
There's a lot of people.
We're saying even if
they
it's-
are not.
Let one person speak. Even if it is not critical, that's the chidush. Still allowed to, because the nebulizer does not get hot. If it does not get hot, the isur level is only the Rabbanan.
If the person
The Rabbanan b'shinui, two factors has to play a role. Rabbanan violation, and you did it abnormally b'shinui. For sake of chole she'en bo sakana, a guy that is not critical sick. What's the answer? Allah. Very good.
Rex, he's still doing Yisur Rabbanan.
No, you're doing a mitzvah to help out that guy. There is no isur. Chachamim took away the isur.
Bouncer, you're allowed to rip abnormally on Shabbat if it has a line through it?
That's a different question. Right now we're not in that topic. Number 5. Is one allowed to color his eyes on Shabbat for the sake of healing?
What do you mean?
Color the eyes. Bechor, can you color your eyes on Shabbat or not?
No.
Why not?
Coloring? No
Coloring.
good.
Makeup.
No.
Can you put makeup on Shabbat?
It's the Rabbanan.
On regular day you can put makeup?
Depends what kind.
Men? No.
Ah,
Purim, you allowed to wear that, Purim?
no.
Only in the Purim you can do something.
No, you cannot.
No.
Why?
What Yosef says is wrong.
Why?
אני בעוונותיי הרבים בהייסקול.
טוב. Is one allowed? Okay, you answer.
Это почему нельзя, Раба?
Purim.
No, that is a women thing.
We're not
It's a
allowed
women
to
thing.
do women thing.
Borodu покрасить woman thing?
Yeah. Things that women do. Who colors hair? Men or women?
Сейчас умен тоже.
Doesn't.
Женщину бороду не красит.
The concept, you're right, but the concept of coloring, dyeing the hair, who does it?
They would die if they don't die.
What is the okay? This is sources milking.
What
Oh,
about what's the
oh.
answer for the eyes? Coloring eyes.
So we said that it's not allowed yourself. Yeah,
Сегодня,
in English, yeah.
today, вот эти все рамки, Между мужчина, женщина размыты. Мужчина должен работать, женщины работают. Понимаете, да? Почему тогда красить или что-то там выщипывать себе, чтобы нормально выглядело?
So it depends. What's the accepted practice? If the accepted practice is that man does it also, there is no problem.
В чем проблема покрасить седой, ты покрасить волосы?
So man does it or no?
Of course.
Okay, if man does it, then there is no problem.
So many people do this.
So that is the green.
It's a normal thing.
Goyim, Yehudim, doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Where do we
matter.
go by majority?
Goyim, Yehudim, doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. People do it.
Just for men, Rabbi.
So today men do it.
Men do it, it's allowed.
The kraska says
Just for men. It's called
Is
just,
Kraska just for men?
yeah, it's called just for men.
Okay.
That's the name, just for men.
Ada, טוב.
So many people do it.
בסדר. So then there is no issue. Then there is no issue. Next. Is there an opinion that holds that the prohibition of commanding the non-Jew to do something it's asur from the Torah or no?
Rabbanan.
Some say it's all right.
מחלוקת we said.
Bechor, ask the goy to turn on fire on Shabbat. It's asur by Torah or by the Rabbanan. Who said not allowed to?
No, it's מחלוקת actually.
It's
First it
מחלוקת,
was the bottom line it became the Rabbanan, but the original the Oraita.
Very good. Where do we know that from?
בשמע ישראל הפסוק.
No.
Lo yaseh.
Very good.
יום שישי.
Torah says very good that on Shabbat, kol melacha lo ye'aseh. What is lo ye'aseh in Hebrew? Cannot be done. The Torah doesn't say don't do. Torah said cannot be done. What's the difference, Bechor? You know in English? Чтоб не было сделано. Мелаха, чтоб не было сделано.
Не сделал.
Не написано не делай мелаха. Написано, чтоб не было мелаха, сделано. Как сделано? Как бы не было, чтоб не было это.
So grammar is not allowed. Grammar
So
should not be allowed.
then according to this, the Doraita. But we don't hold like that. Bottom line, we paskin that this pasuk is not halakha lema'aseh. We have reasons why. Just telling the bottom line. Bottom line, asking the goy, it's asur by the Rabbanan. Why it's important for you to know, so people should not think, Rabbi, это Rabbanan можно, это goy, Rabbi, goy. So what goy? According to some, you just did Isur Doraita. Do you know that? According to some Rishonim, you just broke Shabbat on Doraita level. You broke Shabbat Doraita because you asked the goy. Do you know that? Hamish Muki goy gufta. That's
level?
not true.
Karet level?
You broke Shabbat Doraita.
Even though it was done through
You did
summer?
melacha.
It's
It's like you did the melacha.
Wow.
What the Torah said? Kol melacha lo ye'aseh. Atisha zil melacha sam. The Torah said not to allow to be
Even though
done.
Shaliach was goy. Even though Shaliach was goy.
Hmm?
He was not even allowed to keep Shabbat.
Right.
מה זה- מה אתה אומר?
Yeah. That's a person have to learn. When am I allowed to tell the goy? When I'm not allowed to. Saying Rabbi to goy можно. No, goy not always можно. There's rules. When yes, when no. You have to learn the rules. We're going to learn them more and more details.
Next.
Now, Bechor, a guy has a headache. Can he take a medication on Shabbat?
Yes.
Yes.
Before this, he make it medication. Now they make
It's not
the
healing, it's just stopping.
put it inside and drink. That's it.
It's not healing. The medication.
Bechor, I said take medication, not painkiller.
Painkiller is
As long as you
medication.
start before
If he
Shabbat.
starts before Shabbat, then you're okay.
Oh,
But if not,
that's what you said, Bechor. What Kikirov said right now.
Before you start with it before Shabbat.
If you start the process, there is a medication you gotta take for 7 days.
Yes.
For 9 days, 10 days, the doctor says. Prescribed prescription,
Yes.
10 days, gotta take this medication.
Yes.
10 days, you have Shabbat in between. Since you started the process before Shabbat,
you can continue.
you will be allowed to continue it on Shabbat. But can your person start the process on Shabbat?
No.
When could we? When a person is allowed to? We said there is a situation when a person is allowed to start on Shabbat. Critical, everything allowed. That's not even a question.
Situation will get worse.
But
No,
it's not for healing
It's bad
purposes.
reading.
bad reading, very good.
Bad
Do you remember before we said there is 2 levels of pain?
reading,
One is pain, you can take it. But you want to get rid of it. Says halacha, take it, don't get rid of it. The pain, take the pain. Don't take the pill.
אבל מה קרה לעונג?
But there is such a pain that a person is in bed already. Не может двигаться. That's called bedridden. חולה שאין בו סכנה.
גומל צריך להגיד.
Yeah. Before this person, if he is sick on Shabbat, wants to start the process of healing on Shabbat, he's allowed to start it on Shabbat.
Only bedridden.
Remember those two levels or no? Say it again. So you said, Bechor, in English.
Say it what?
The two levels.
Заболел, продолжает болеть. Будет пить.
First guy, what we said, if he has pain, he can take it. He's just not comfortable, but he can take it. Only if paseli. Is he allowed to take medication on Shabbat or no?
If he started before Shabbat.
No,
yes.
start before Shabbat, on Shabbat.
No.
Но, если он может потерпеть...
Only
не надо.
bedridden.
And what if he needs to go in bed?
Yes.
He מותק, לא לא עלינו.
Yes.
He has to go to bed.
Yes, he's allowed.
Тогда надо.
Bedridden.
Is he allowed to take the medication on Shabbat?
Yes.
He didn't start before Shabbat.
Doesn't matter.
Very good.
Is it, Rabbi, bedridden, he has to be in bed?
Bedridden, he should have been in bed. He could still walk,
Yeah.
but he feels so bad. Even people that they are in bed, they still get up sometimes. You know, they walk, they fresh air, go to the restroom. They still stand. We don't expect them to be tied to bed 24/7.
Having a
That's
fever,
critical.
that's it,
So it depends how bad. Some fevers are harder on person. Some people are very hypersensitive. A little bit fever, that's it. They're in bed. Some people still walking around with 39 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit. Celsius degree.
Next.
Now, Bechor, what if a person doesn't know what level he is? He feels pain. So, Rabbi, I want to take medication. Мне плохо. Do you need to be in bed? I don't know.
Задам Игоря.
Can you wait until after Shabbat?
I don't know.
Or you're going to have to be in bed?
I
Не
don't know.
знаю, Rabbi, сейчас пятницу вечером, 6 часов. Откуда я знаю Моцой Шаббат? Что там будет? I don't know. Can I be lenient and take the medication on Shabbat?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Risky.
No,
It's
that's
not
not the answer.
Like that.
The Shabbat also, if you want to go pray and you want to feel good and you want to enjoy the Shabbat, you have to, you must take
No,
Shabbat.
say a better answer.
No,
You're
so-
not
so
saying the
fact
answer.
that he's not sure makes it already to the Rabbanan.
No, that's not the answer.
ספק דרבנן לכולם.
Healing is a lower level of
No, that's not the answer.
ספק
That's only
דרבנן.
Safek
Pasuk.
de Rabbanan.
Safek de Rabbanan Kula.
Guftan kula, Chalkaja.
I want others also to say it. У нас один
He
кикиров нету
he
же.
said, Nissan said.
I
Nissan said
thought I was wrong.
Safek, Bechor, if he is in bed, can he take it? Yes. If he's not in bed, can he take it?
Yeah.
Not in bed.
Yes.
Cannot take it.
Person, they
So he
know
said,
his
I'm
body.
not sure if I'm here or there. I'm Safek.
I thought Safek, so you're allowed.
אתה называется Safek de Rabbanan לכולם.
And then are these all the medications?
No.
Are the painkillers? Tell them that.
Сейчас не урок уже. сейчас
May
quiz.
a Jew perform an rabbinical prohibition
Вопрос сказал.
regularly to help not critical sick person. You right now want to turn on off the nebulizer. Can you tell the guy, turn it on?
Yes, it's Rabbanan.
Huh?
It's Rabbanan.
Do you need to tell the guy, do it with your elbow?
No, because it's to the Rabbanan to a sake of mitzvah.
For a sec off?
Elbow you can do. If you
Mitzvah.
need to do.
Very good. כל הכבוד.
LED light.
Швуд, как говорят, швуд?
שבות, שבות.
What's the
במקום
definition of
מצווה,
shvut?
במקום צער. שבות is, חכמים said, rest.
Швуд да швуд.
תשבות.
So,
Можно к бабкам ходить?
בשינוי.
so shvut is shvut.
К бабкам ходить בשины?
Shte Rabbanan. הבנתי.
He was joking with this question. I joked with my answer. That's the rule.
Next.
Bechor, does muktzeh apply to non-Jewish owned belongings? Ricardo
No.
left his wallet
No.
on the table. Can you right now want to put your stender, your
You
chumash,
can take it out.
temni mishai,
Yes.
tam zengies, tam credit cards, things that they are muktzeh on the highest level.
For you.
We would
Это
think
не
yes.
ваше, это
Это не
можно ликвидировать.
No, это Goya, это Goya. Не-
Can you move it?
Yes.
Вы можете move it, through it вот так.
No, move it and throw it.
No, through it.
Yeah, I
You
understood.
can move it, there's no problem. Because Goy doesn't have the muktzah.
Very good. We're not suspecting that the Yehudi is going to take it out. It's stealing. The whole fear of muktzeh, he might take it from the house, outside the house.
Outside the house.
But over here, he's not going to take it outside the house. It's going to be theft. We're not suspecting Yehudim that they are thieves.
Also using too.
Plus, he
Understood.
Plus, it does not belong to him, no? He cannot make your stuff unavailable to you.
It doesn't make my table restricted. It doesn't make the table basis. It doesn't. We're not all discussing about the table basis. We're discussing, can I move it in order to put my stender? If it would be my wallet, I would not be allowed to, because wallet is a very high level cash money. It's Muktzeh Muhammad Gufo. So this does not permit for the sake of the space.
Rabbi, how about a receipt? What is that?
What's the problem with the receipt? It's not.
It's a quiz after the quiz.
Yours is muktzeh mechaman.
If it is impossible for a Jew to do a rabbinical prohibition in an abnormal way, if a non-critical situation, is there an alternative situation? If there is, no? If it is impossible for a Jew to do a rabbinical prohibition in an abnormal way for a non-critical sick situation, is there an alternative solution? I don't understand the question. You got the question?
No. Yeah, if he cannot do it himself with an elbow, can he do it directly, or is there another way to maybe tell a guy? No?
Yes, already we answered that.
We answered that.
Okay, very good. Next.
Rabbi, but all this one, when you see in critical situation that
No, Hagai John, we're not talking critical. Not critical.
No,
not
in the beginning it's not critical. We're saying, oh, you're gonna go this then, and then it's coming be mahmir. Then what are you gonna do?
Are you saying maybe he'll become critical?
Of course.
No, not talking about
How
it.
many times it's happened?
Of course, it could happen. No, we're not talking this.
I'm doing something not good. I don't have any permission to do this one, and then coming to bad.
No, if a person has a safek critical, he breaks the whole Torah. Chazir, Svi, whatever he needs, Shabbat, Kippur, whatever he needs to break. Safek. You understand? Not only for sure critical, maybe critical.
Even
the
1%.
doctor tells him, listen,
1%.
you have diabetes. If you're not going to take your medication, you maybe die. Maybe. His medication, Long Island. Can you drive on Shabbat or no?
Yes.
The doctor, his son says, Abba, maybe you will not die. Maybe you can have your Shabbat meal. Maybe you'll be okay.
He has to.
Can he drive on Shabbat to take the medication from Long Island or no?
Uber.
Yes.
He can drive, and no Uber, and he doesn't know Uber.
What Uber you talking about?
Can you drive for him also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called Safek Pikuach Nefesh.
It's better to get a goy to do it, right?
Better. But what's halakha?
But what do you go? You're gonna tell to go? I mean, you're gonna do by yourself better.
No, it's like order Uber he wants. That's what he wants to say.
Жизнь в опасности.
Uber X, Uber
You
X.
can't do хешбон.
Bechor, I don't know the difference. Switch is on. Timer kicked off. Can I put the switch off?
Yes.
What about Lozo Muktzeh?
Is muktzeh before is working 7 days like
So what, 7? So what?
No, this-
My pencil, 7 days right. I
Connected
can
to the
write on
wall.
Shabbat. What?
Connected to the ground.
That's the answer.
Connected to the ground.
My pencil detached from the wall,
Yes.
from the ground.
Yes.
The switch attached to the ground. And why something that is attached to the ground, there is no Lozo Muktzeh? Why?
You're not gonna move it.
Huh?
Because
Because the main reason of Muktzeh, what's the main reason?
from private domain to public
It's
domain.
You might take it outdoors. no?
Order you from taking.
But if I will move the switch right now from on position to off position, when the timer is off, remember I'm not changing anything in the electricity at the moment because the timer is off. Am I going to take the switch, take it outside right now?
No.
How am I going to do such a thing?
It's only
So-
timer in.
and it's also not
You have timer.
Mahmad Gufo.
Yeah.
What will happen if you have
Time. We're not talking without timer.
No, you have timer on the phone. It's not turning on.
Manual we're talking about.
The timer turned off the
You're
switch.
talking about the timer manual where it has connected to the
Right.
wall. But if you have timer on the phone,
There's nothing you can do
And
about
then
it.
what?
you
Then
can
what?
touch it as well.
Of course not.
What do you want to do when the timer on the phone and what? It affects your switch?
It's not gonna affect the switch because it's off, but it's gonna consider to be muktzeh.
So if I'll right now turn on and off the switch, it's not gonna go on and off because the timer of the phone is going to restrict the electricity. That's what you're saying.
I mean, this is muktzeh.
No, same thing.
It's not gonna let you.
Put on, off is not changing anything.
No, it's talking about.
Whenever it does not change,
זה 100% בטוח.
no problem of muktzeh.
זה 100%
talking about
בטוח.
the
They
one
don't change anything.
in the wall.
I can't listen to him.
He's talking about the one in the wall. That you can do nothing about it
No, nothing about it.
because it's
No, he spoke about the phone.
no. On
What's
the phone
your
you
question,
can
Haggai?
control.
Ask exactly your question.
You have the timer on the phone.
Timer on the phone. You see, not on the
Timer
wall.
on
It's
the
electronic.
phone.
You control on the phone, but it's
Yeah,
on the
controlling
wall.
from
Today
the
they
phone.
have that.
Okay, beseder. I have
switch.
control on the phone.
Yeah.
Whenever the
switch
control on the phone says to the switch to be off.
off. Yeah.
If I put up the switch, the light is gonna go on?
No.
No. He says no.
From the, if it's, I don't know which one he's talking about, but if it's
Always,
attached,
Rabbi,
the
it's
manual
me-
can turn on or off. If you touch the switch.
You need to, in order to control that what's there.
So let's speak Rabotai clearly. Any timer in planet Earth, controlled by Mars, by universe, by I don't care by who. Whenever it's off, and it's not gonna affect anything with the switch coming up or down, I will be allowed to play with
This
that
not
up or
muktzeh.
down. Huh?
This
This is not muktzeh. Why?
Because-
Attached to the wall.
Attached to the wall.
And does not-
Clear? Very good.
А если Марушку попросить вот это
But
есть,
if it's digital, it's all it's out.
Obviously, that's what I'm saying.
Алексис попросить, чтобы включил,
No.
выключил.
No, you're not allowed to.
No.
It's like you're doing it yourself.
You cannot even train your dog, you said, right?
Right.
Алекс.
Huh?
Fast.
You cannot train your dog.
Bechor, can you wash dead people on Shabbat?
Put it water, yes, but wash no.
Wow, what?
Because you can
No, move. You cannot
Move, no.
What's the question?
But you can wash them.
Rabbi, they doing now something brand new, brand new.
Shachas Rabotai, let me finish the test. We're not gonna have it.
Very important question.
But you're important, he's important, we're not gonna get
The
it.
question for Shabbat.
So,
They're
no,
doing
what can you
something
do?
that you think
Arguing
in
with
your
people.
mind to turn on or turn off the light. It's happened. They're working on it now. So how's it gonna be then on the Shabbat?
I don't know, we have to
Don't
see.
have it there.
When it comes, we'll talk.
Don't have that system.
What we're gonna do at the bridge, we'll see at the bridge.
See Mashiach. Mashiach should be.
Are we, Aboisai, are we allowed to wash? Okay, we said it. Bechol, can I touch muktzeh?
touch, yes, move no.
What's the proof, Bechol?
That person.
Kol hakavod. Can I touch an egg that was born on Shabbat, laid on Shabbat? Can I touch it or no? Yes. You just said you're allowed to touch muktzeh.
No.
Say after Shabbat.
I don't pick it up. I touch it.
No, because when you touch the egg, it's gonna move. Because it's.
We
round.
just said you're allowed to touch the dead person.
No, but that's a big portion to it.
Зачем ты сам себе такой говоришь? Ты не хочешь?
Now, is one allowed
Даже
to?
рубашку на нем не можете трогать. Нет. Рубашку? Дальше, что это его тело.
No. Don't say that, Bechor. Please. Потом еще скажешь, Рабай Муратов сказал.
Но это царя,
Он
царя.
ходит хаосом.
No. You, Tsar, whatever his clothes,
Никто не может одевать их.
only to him.
That's it.
That's why he's muktzeh, even with clothes on.
Yes.
But any other person that has clothes on, you're allowed to pick him up because he has the clothes on. So the clothes are not muktzeh, because of the clothes not muktzeh, the person is not muktzeh, the dead person. Fahmidim.
Because you know why he's saying that? Because he thinks that he's a king in the house.
Dead person is
Ay.
Что, dead person is the muktzah?
Tov.
Раздето, да. Должен поставить что-то на него.
Bechor, are you allowed to shake tree on Shabbat?
No.
Can you touch the tree on Shabbat?
Touch, yes.
Not for reason.
Huh?
If you walk.
Reason, I want to see if it's wet or not. I want to see.
Yes,
Yeah, you can touch women.
Can I lean?
Benefit, no.
Can I lean on the tree on Shabbat?
Benefit, no.
Lean. Можно или нет?
No.
Облокотиться.
Oh, depends what
That's
you
benefiting.
It's a benefit.
Смотря какой.
No, tell us.
If it's
Soft.
такой густой, not gonna move, yes. If it's такой, который двигается, no.
Opposite.
Any tree moves, doesn't move, you cannot lean.
So
Because you get any benefit.
When you lean, you use him. There is two restrictions in halakha. One called muktzeh, one called using a tree. Two different restrictions.
How you said it in Hebrew? Using?
אין משתמשים באילן. You're not allowed to use the tree.
Because you might gonna climb.
Now, Bechor, you're walking on Union Turnpike and there is a trunk of an old tree. Zecher Tzadik Livracha. Can you go on top of this tree or no? On this trunk?
Depends.
If it's less than 3
How far
tvachot.
from the
Tvachim,
ground?
then?
Yeah, tell us.
Two or more?
No,
Oh, like this, two.
3
Tvachim.
tefachim.
Tvachim.
For him, it's good.
Up to 3 tefachim, good. Up 3 tefachim and higher?
No good.
No good. How much is tefach Bechor?
What?
8 centimeters. Kash the tefach.
Yeah.
Multiply by 3, how much is going to be?
It's
Mr. Chow.
24.
But always around the tree, the ground is not even. Like how you see it.
Okay, that's another question. If you have a doubt, Safek the Rabbanan. לכולם. Now,
יש פרשת שבוע השבוע?
we did. פרשה, איפה? לא באת.
אתמול?
למה זה?
I did this week on Tuesday. It was a Yeshua, the Zabur study. Bukhari and Yeshua was. Bukhari and Yeshua is only parasha.
פרשת שבוע למחר לשולחן.
The Tuesday lecture, put it up, you're going to a lot of Chivdushim here.
There was food over here?
פרשת שבוע.
Of course, пропустил такой-то.
Live.
Сейчас.
Are there muktelos for an item that got attached to the ground or normally grows from the ground? And what is the proof? Bechor, how strong the muktzeh have to be attached to the ground for it to be counted as attached to the ground? How strong? Nails, glue, cement.
Even grass.
How strong it has to be attached?
Not strong at all.
We said even if it is
Not strong.
grass, a person wipes his
Number 2.
after number 2. We said you're moving the leaves. What the Shulchan Aruch said? No problem. Why? Muktzeh, you're moving the leaves. Are muktzeh?
Same thing with
We said they're attached to the ground. How strong the leaves are attached to the ground?
Grass?
Very weak.
Yeah, very good.
And yet the halacha counts it as attached to the ground. Now, Bechor, if I have a piece of wood on the street, can I pick it up on Shabbat or no? Make alenu l'shabech with this?
No.
Huh?
No.
Why not?
You have to direct it
Make
before
it that
Shabbat.
stick special to the stick.
How do I make it special, Bechor?
You write down something on it.
Alenu l'shabech you write down.
Something, paint it.
What if I think about it?
Think about
Yeah, I
it.
think before Shabbat.
Yes.
This piece of wood, I'm going to use to hold my door with this.
Not enough.
Kasher or no?
No, not enough.
Why not?
You have to do something with it.
Tastier.
Whoa, why, Bechor, why?
Tastier.
You're saying good, why?
Because it's not usual.
Why you gotta put an action?
It's not a usual way.
Why?
It's not a usual way of doing it.
Very good. Something that it's not the regular way to use it.
The Alenu l'shabech stick, it's not regular way
Right.
to use it, so you're not.
If you want to designate it,
You have to do something.
you have to do something to it.
Alenu l'shabech לא написано.
Bechor, if a person wants to take a rock to stand over it in order to see from top, he before Shabbat was thinking about it.
Not enough.
Allowed or no? What he has to do?
Chisel it.
Chair.
Make a certain act. Paint it, write on it.
Yeah.
נכון, אלינט? Can I, before Shabbat, think about using the rock to hold the door?
Or for myself, I don't know.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Why?
Because you
Spiritual
think
blockage.
really enough for the stone only.
No, that's not the answer.
No,
Mikirov, tell us the answer.
What,
It's
about the
not
stone?
I
No.
thought about the stone before Shabbat.
No, it's not
good.
good.
Listen to what? To hold the door with this.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
It's enough or I need to do an action?
No, it's
It's
not.
enough because people
Why?
use-
Why?
It's like the rest of the ground.
People do it.
People do it.
People are using rocks to hold the door even in 2024.
Not today.
Well, I saw it many times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mikvah Kelim by 265.
Many
They have a
times.
brick especially for that.
And all the
People
building
got
of the
locked-
Bedin,
locked out. And
all the time the rock was over there.
including myself.
Yaakov,
I got
remember or no?
locked out. Locked in.
The rock in the old Bedin.
It's a special case.
Yeah, many places.
הרבי זוהר פרשול?
Hi, Zohar, הוא גברי למיניה. זוהר הוא גברי.
הנה, זוהר פה. הרב, until you
You know,
open
after I translate this book of Arizal, I give much more חשיבות to the Zohar.
הרב, אם
Oh,
מישהו...
you translated?
Yeah, I'm almost done with that.
מישהו...
Oh, yeah? The whole book?
Very, very strong.
Which book?
Arizal's book.
Shara Kavanot?
All of it. כוונות, משפטים, פסוקים, everything.
The Pichat, hopefully.
Praises of Arizal, שבחי Arizal, very interesting. Who Arizal was, things that people, Chachamim say about him, the powers of Arizal. Very interesting. Says the Zohar HaKadosh, מאמר ערך התפילה כפי הכוונה. Eliyahu, you go to the store, you buy a phone. How do you know if the phone is going to cost more or less? Depends on?
The screen?
It depends on,
Quality.
first of all, name. Second one? No. At
Material.
level 12, number 13, number 14. Model. נכון? How do you know, Eliyahu, how much your tefillah counts in front of Hashem? What's the model number? How do you know if your tefillah counts in front of Hashem or no?
If you know what you say.
Says the Zohar HaKadosh Bechor, כי התפילה נשקלת על ידי המלאכים הממונים להעלותה, וכפי ערך שלמות הדיבור, how properly שלם, לעברית שישו, צלי דיבור, וכוונת המתפלל, כך היא זוכה לעלייה. Only via that, the tefillah has weight, has importance, in order to be able to be elevated to HaKadosh Baruch
Hazan's based on Hazan?
Yeah.
on you. ומבואר עוד שנקיות מחטא וטהרת המחשבה הם סגולה לקבלת התפילה ולעלייתה.
Hazan is the samosa board.
כמה נטורי תרעין, איתון תורי החלין. It says the Zohar, there are many malachim, that they are guards of the gates. שומרי התפילות, דמקבלים צלותין, מכניסים מקבלים את התפילות, וכל צלותה לא תעול אלא במידה ובמשקל. Every tefillah only goes higher and higher, depends on how much significance it has. בגינדה יתמר על צלותה. לא יהיה לך בכיסך אבן ואבן, אבן שלמה, וצדק יהיה לך. והנה צדק, היינו תפילה שנאמר, שמעה אדוני, צדק. רצה לומר כי תיבות התפילה נקראות אבנים יהיו שלמות בדיבור בכוונה. Whenever you are praying bechor, you have to make sure pronunciation will be the right way. למינים ולמלשינים אל תהי תקווה וכל הזדים. How do you say? כרגע or כרגע? What's the difference? It's like, what's the difference?
Big difference.
כרגע יובדו או כרגע יובדו?
כרגע אצלנו, כרגע את בבת אחד.
מה?
כרגע זה עכשיו.
נכון? You already say שמע ישראל.
כרגע את בבת אחד.
שמע ישראל with the right hand, not with the left.
עולה כאן בשתים גורות תמונות.
Says the Zohar HaKadosh, whenever a person pronouncing the right way, his tefillah goes higher. If he's pronouncing the wrong way, tefillah does not go higher. He says, example, a person says, למינים ולמלשינים, אל תהי תקווה. בכל הזדים, לעברית היא כרגע, in one moment, should destroy. כרגע, from now on. How long they're gonna get destroyed? God, start the process now. How long that process is gonna go? Hamas сколько времени уже стараются их убивать?
Убили уже,
А?
Просто я синвал максимум.
Rabbi Shai. Hamas didn't start at 7th of October.
No?
No. Hamas been around for decades. So how long? Hashem started the process. Am Yisrael praying, but from when is the process going to finish? That's what you have to say, not karega. Kerega. Of course, but people don't know. People many times say karega yovedu. Karega yovedu. Kerega. Читай, смотри, там написано шва. Says the Zohar, וצלותין חסרין עליי ויתמר, on תפילות הדר חסרות, הכוונה, חסרות הביטוי תפילה, עליהם נאמר, תקל תקילה במאזניה, וישתכח חסיר. וואי.
מינים גם צריך להגיד נכון.
Zohar says, are you allowed, Bechor, to keep in your pocket weights that they are not kosher?
No.
I don't use them, Rabbi. I just keep them. Says the Isur in your possession. Can you keep in your possession weight
No.
that they are accurate, not perfect? Says the Torah, there is Isur from the Torah every single second to keep weights that they are wrong. You sell a guy 1 pound of rice, and your weight is not 1 pound. A piece of 1 pound, it's fake.
0.9.
You are stealing. To keep such a weight, it says every single second is Asur. Says the Zohar, a person that keeps in him the wrong pronunciation, he says your pronunciation is the weight of your tefillah. The Zohar compares the weights of business to the words of the tefillah. This is, it says, your weight of how much your tefillah is going to cost, worth in Hashem's eyes. He says you're not allowed to keep, not you use, to keep the wrong weight in your, by you, in your possession. That's a Rabotai. Every one of us have to make sure when a person makes mistake, Yaakov, when he comes late. Tefillah starts at 7, the guy walks in 7:15. יש עוד תפילין נעזל, טלית נעזל, ברוך שעה, ניצ'ו, ברכות השעה, ניצ'ו is there.
Coffee paper.
Bechor, if he starts his tefillah at 7:15, he walked into the shul. How much kavanah this guy is going to have today in tefillah?
0 point.
את הנזבה יצא, קרדי קרדם, לישבה לישבה. עלינו לשבח.
קרדי, קרדם.
רבותיי, if you want your tefillah to make production, to make fruits, to bear fruits, proper pronunciation with proper kavanah. This is only possible, Bechor, whenever you are coming early to tefillah. At 7 o'clock, korbanot starts. Значит, это означает. Не тфилин завязать, это начинается. 7 o'clock, korbanot starts. Означает, уже тфилин до 7 o'clock have to be at it. When we're going to change, Bechor? How many years you be coming to shul? Bechor, how long you become to shul? How long? 1 year, 2 years? How long? 15 years. Is there progress in tefillah or the same thing 15 years ago today? Same thing. That's a Rabotai. Number 1 progress, says the Zohar, proper pronunciation and proper kavanah. This only could be done when a person comes 10 minutes, 15 minutes earlier to tefillah. In order, Eliyahu, this for you also. In order for the 8 o'clock minyan to start at 8 o'clock. Not to start walking in at 8:15. Yaprishol Lakadish. This Rabotai, a big lesson to every one of us. Now, sometimes you guys say, Rabbi, I see this guy, he has money, he has boys, he has houses, he has parnasa, he has everything. Oh, he comes 8:15 to tefillah. Or someone don't even come to tefillah. The answer is that they get that based on the zechuyot. Olam haba, deduction. Olam haba, deduction. They got it here. When are you going to get something in this world without touching your zechut in olam haba?
Prayer.
When you prayed for that.
That says it, Marsha.
When you prayed for that, your son got married, Yaakov. If you prayed for that, Hashem gave it to you, doesn't touch your zechut olam haba. But if you didn't pray for that and you got it, you have to pay for it. How are you going to pay for it? Olam haba deduction. That's every one of us, Abotai. Pray for your children's success, for your success, for Parnasa, for children, for everything you want. Because the things you'll get through the prayer will secure your zechuyot in Olam Haba. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Hanania ben Akashia אומר, צה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות את ישראל. לפיכך הרבה להם תורה ומצוות שנאמר, אדוני חפץ למען